So I was talking to one of my clients the other day and she was telling me how she was a little bit confused on the difference in form between a hip thrust and a glute bridge. So I'm going to show you the difference today. Now, if you're not quite sure what a hip thrust is, I just did a video on the correct hip thrust form using this machine here, so go check that out. They are very similar movements, both target the glutes in a shortened position. The key difference is that a hip thrust has a large range of motion which can incorporate more of the hamstrings and the quads. Conversely, a glute bridge has a significantly shorter range of motion designed to target the glutes in a more isolated way. So, both cases you want to have the same setup. So you're going to have your feet on the platform so that when you're up, you have that 90-degree angle at the knee. You're then going to make sure that your back is comfortable on the pad. You're going to have your chin tucked and you're going to come down just like this. The main difference is with a hip thrust, you are coming all the way down and your shins will actually drive towards you when you do this. So you're bringing your bum pretty much down to the seat and you're coming all the way up. Now, as you do this, you might feel it a little bit in the hamstrings or the quads as well, but this is the larger range of motion. So my shins are coming towards me when I get to the bottom of the movement. Conversely, when it comes to a glute bridge, you only come down to about here. So the main factor you want to look at is in a hip thrust, you come down to the point where your shins are drifting towards you. Whereas with the glute bridge, you're coming down and stopping just before your shins start to drive towards you. And that'll just eliminate some of the hamstring from the movement and help you really focus on targeting and better isolating the glutes overall. So, if we incorporate the actual machine into this today, we're going to do 5 reps of each. All right, we're going to do the glute bridges first. So we're going to come up. Now we're going to do the hip thrusts. So I hope that clears up any confusion you might have had on the difference between a hip thrust and a glute bridge. Very much a similar kind of movement, with the key difference just being the range of motion that you're doing as you perform the exercise. If you'd like more tips and tricks on how to optimize your training to best suit your goals, chuck a like and subscribe.